be a man and handle all your pride, you'll see the strength and unity with nothing left to hide. We won't play a vicious game, there's a new dawn inside. With our hearts in harmony, we'll guide each other right. Never gonna break me down, no, I won't fade away. Heart so strong, I'm standing tall. Got my friends here to stay. Your words are just a whisper, meaningless in the night. With my crew, I can face it all. Ready for the fight! So when you learn to be a man and handle all your pride, you'll see the strength and unity with nothing left to hide. We won't play a vicious games, it's a new dawn inside. With our hearts in harmony, we'll guide each other right. Never gonna break me down, forever I will rise. With my friends I'm invincible beneath the endless sky. So come join the journey, let's rewrite the old tale. Together we'll be wars with courage that prevails. Courage that prevails.
What up, everybody? Welcome to the Chaos Committee. Today we have our one and only Mr. G, aka The Gamer, with us. And of course, Trucker.
Hello.
Yep, of course, me. What's going on there, y'all?
Yes, the gamers came to visit us. So, introduce yourself a little bit before we get into the questions.
I don't really know that there's anything that interesting about me. I used to stream as Havoc a long time ago. I've taken back up that moniker. I'm more known as Gamers. I am one half of the production and management team of the Gamers Asylum, the Gamers Asylum Arcade, and the nonprofit organization that we're working on, that Queen Dana heads, called Seen But Not Heard.
The other half is in our lovely chat, Queen Dana.
Yep.
Hello,
The better
Queen Dana. Some days. Most days.
All the time. All the time.
Not when she's mad at somebody. I don't know which one's worse at that point in time. I think I'm more afraid of her than you. We have
You're a smart move.
Antonio, Queen Dana, Tiger Lily, Local Illuminati, I seen Dorian, Jordan. Welcome.
Hello, all.
So, how did you first meet Trucker Gamers?
Oh, I met Trucker, the Local Milkers. Yeah, I was a mod there, and I worked doing stuff towards the back with him, and Trucker came in there. He was always a fan of Roxy's. I got to really know him. Yeah, I got to really know him over at Roxy's, though, when Roxy left the BBU. He was always one of the guys, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
He came in. Hey, hi, gamers. You know, the people he knew. You know,
He
was
always says hi to
Say
you.
hi. Yep.
He still
And
does
then-
it, especially if I'm in the chat. He will ignore everybody else and beeline for me.
And
Fine, the next time I ignore you.
but I've known Trucker for damn near 2 years.
Yep.
To think I've known him longer than that.
Wow. Well, and then there was a while we worked together and stuff like that too. And I believe Trucker was a mod over at Roxy's.
So when you
at least for
worked
a
with
while.
him, did you want to pull out your hair?
The little I have, yes.
Pulling that beard hair. God damn it.
No, he was. Except for one incident where there was a bad misunderstanding, Trucker was always easy to work with, as far as I was concerned. Now it was hard to get him to talk. You just had to find what he wanted to talk
About.
Right,
And that's trucking.
That, right. Well,
Not
the thing was, is it became a joke, and I think Trucker thought it was. He went off, bought a hard hat, stuff like that. I was working on them with talking, right? He knows where I'm going with this, and I was like, okay, when you do reaction videos, you don't watch all of it. You got to stop it. This is why you guys are getting hit with copyrights over at Jen's channel,
right?
And it was the Hugs and Jugs at the time,
right?
And I was like, this is why you guys are getting hit with copyrights, because you're just using the whole video. So I'm going to set. I'm going to do this with you. And I'm going to show you how it's done. And I don't remember if I told him we were live streaming or not. I don't think I did. I thought I was going to catch him off. I think it was one of those situations where it's going to catch him off guard, so he could go back and see that they did well when they were relaxed.
Which is normally how it is.
Right, and it was about black-eyed children, right? And Scott's talking about. Scott's talking about, well, if I saw kids like that, I would get them in the truck to take them to the police department. I was like, and of course I made fun of him about saying get kids in the truck. No, I never
said that.
Yeah, you did.
See, here's the funny part.
I said I would take it, because how do you know if they come to you looking normal, how do you know what they are?
Well, they come to you with black eyes, and my response was, you just kick them in the head and you run away, okay? Because that made sense, and I was joking and playing around. Then it became a thing, right?
Right.
We've got Scott with a hard hat on and the stuff like that, because he's afraid he's going to get kicked in the head. Oh, he loved that one.
Oh, we all love picking on truckers, so I could see it. I could see it. Our favorite thing is telling him that he has Harold living in his booty hole.
Yeah, and then I know a couple times I aggravated gamers on Roxy stream, because I would come up with all these. I would come up with a lot of ideas for Roxy to do.
Hello.
But my program don't have the money to donate.
Oh, Trucker, Tiger Lily says pretty princess Trucker.
Yeah, I've seen it. Oh yeah, I did change my name back to normal about an hour ago, maybe two.
Yeah, they seen you in the mask. Back. I think they were all dying laughing. I think Gamer couldn't get through his sentence without laughing because of you. So, when did you officially hear about me?
Jen.
Go figure.
It was. Here's the thing. With the asylum, I don't get to watch a lot of YouTube because I'm always doing something, and then I have businesses I run, that are IRL. So it's I don't have a ton of time a lot of times to look, and it was like whenever we were helping people, we're having to put out ads saying we do it, because there just wasn't enough time to even look for people. And Jen came terrified that telling me that you were going to dox her.
I don't even know her address. How am I going to dox her?
She made it sound like you guys had known each other for between 5 to 10 years.
I knew her for 10 months. If that.
They knew her because of me.
Right. He's like, oh, come hang out with me and Jen.
Fireflies. Yeah,
well, I'm sitting there and the first time I'm sitting back just listening, barely anybody's talking. So I'm talking because I was stopped by Lunatic Dad, and if anybody knows, Lunatic Dad's words are, dead air is bad air. So, my whole spiel was, if y'all ain't gonna fucking talk, I'll talk. And we were running. Me and Paul, we were running. Me and AG, we were running. We were getting up in there, and we were running.
Mhm.
Well, Jen sat back. Unless it was Timu. She talked about Timu.
Mhm.
And then one day I was literally woken. Yep, that's what I do. One day I woke up and I'm like, I just couldn't move. Everything was shaking and like my eyes were in the back of my head and I could see like white, but that's all I could see. And I was just shaking and I couldn't move. She goes, sounds like you had a seizure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, no, I don't have seizures.
You did.
And then like there was flashing lights on this like Christmas thing that somebody was going through. And all of a sudden I'm just going,
Mm-hmm.
and she goes, oh shit. And they left it running while I was in the middle of a seizure.
Well,
I'm like, so yeah. What's up, Guilty? How you doing, sweetheart? So yeah,
hi, Princess of the Guilty.
You're guilty.
so like, that's about the extent of me knowing her because somebody said that I did have seizures, and gamers, you seen my fucking medical history, I have seizures.
Mm-hmm.
I have seizure disorder. I don't have epilepsy. I have a seizure disorder.
Mm-hmm.
Caused by medication, which caused TBI, which caused seizure disorder.
Yep.
So,
Yeah. Well, but yeah, Jen said that she came to Caesar and myself, and she's like, they're going to dox me. They're going to dox me. They've been saying they're going to dox me, and I was like, I thought Froggy was your friend, and it was no, they don't like me because I'm here, because I'm not streaming on my own channel, stuff like that. But here's the thing, look, because this has been something that has been confused a while, and I've never really addressed. Jen, the Hugs and Jugs channel, her channel is now like Fun Hangouts or something like that, has been struck so many times by YouTube that she's pretty much not able to be monetized.
And
I will admit
I'll
to
fill-
the
I'll
one
fill
I
that in.
did.
Hold on.
I will admit to the one I did. Okay? We were streaming, and as you all know, Roy used to change my background more than I changed my hair color. So, when I seen that it was the same background that Roy had just put up, I'm like, there's no fucking way that was an old video. Nah, fuck that bitch. I'm gonna strike her. Because at that point in time, she had already had you coming after me.
Yeah, no, that was it. You're right. She had me and Jamie coming at you.
Right. And I did absolutely zero. I left that bitch alone.
Like I said, I
left every DM group I was
messed
in.
up. It was further
because
back.
of thanks of because Jen, she kept doing the intros and outro with copyright music.
Yep.
Right.
She
That
did
was
that
what-
shit all the time.
That was what hurt her bad.
Have a safe trip to work.
Yes, love. Be careful.
But I
have
blocked her
one,
on
Dana.
Facebook. I blocked her in every DM message I had with her. I blocked her on YouTube. That's how far done I was with her before she even got with you. So when all of a sudden I'm getting attacked, I'm like, what the fuck did I do? I took Trucker back. Of course I'm going to take my friend back.
I think that's, you know what, it's interesting because he, like I said, I didn't know a lot. That was probably what caused it because she was so upset. Like I got a call at 1 a.m. and she was upset. She was crying because she's like, I trusted Trucker so much. I did this, and he just left and stuff like that. And he was supposed to do this, he was supposed to do that, and this is all his fault and stuff like that. And then it was probably that he popped up on your channel because I don't necessarily believe. And keep in mind, my memory's not the best. Like, you know, I've got
He's getting the case of CRS, so please forgive him. He can't remember shit.
That's right. And yeah, so that was probably why she had us now, because I don't think I remember that Trucker was working with you at the time. Because I thought that was newer. I think that was like whenever I was around Caesar that I knew that the two of you were working together.
Right. Well, that was okay. So, like, he called me up. Like, we have personal phone numbers called up. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, hey, do you mind if I come back? I said, one rule, don't fuck with my seizures. Because there was a running joke between the three of them, Dumb Bitch, Trucker, and Paul, that I didn't have seizures. I was faking it to get off the street. Well,
I would have. I'm sorry.
I wish. Angie, Anna, Roy, my own son, Trucker can all testify that literally I have been to the ER. You can testify. You see my records. I have seizure disorder.
Oh yeah, her first major seizure, I had to take her to the ER. She had seizures all the way through because it was at nighttime and all the lights flashing.
Yep. I had a 35-minute seizure. And he's flying ass down the highway. And my first instinct, even though we weren't talking, was to message Trucker to let him know, I'm going to the hospital. I've been having seizures. I'll let you know when I get the fuck up. And after I took a screenshot of my medical records stating seizure disorder, he shut up about my seizures. But the rest of them didn't. And that's when I walked. Because you ain't gonna fuck with my seizures. Matter of fact, I think you could go back in some of her videos. One of her videos. Ooh, I snapped the fuck off. You think you got angry at her? I made him scared. He thought I was gonna crawl through the fucking screen and beat the bitch. So, what up, Proppy? How you doing? So, when
Hey, Mr. Wilson.
It came down to my seizures, I don't fuck around. That's why you've been on a lot of video calls with us, and he'll be driving and he'll say flashers, and I'll have to go like this or like this, right? We'll be driving down the road, he'll say flashers. I look away, I look down, block my eyes. It is what it is. But well, she was having you attack me because we were just doing dainty little hangout streams that she wanted to do, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
His mom was also, it was the whole case scenario with his mom. So not only was I dealing with all this, I was also dealing with the issue with his mom. And I did address the one issue where I saw maybe somebody could have took it out of context, where, like, Froggy says everything about Froggy because I always put myself last. I never ask for anything. By the way, thank you again for the 10 gifted. I appreciate it. Y'all didn't see it. Literally, he donated.
Wait, I got back Cindy up. She did say thank you.
So she did.
Where was it? Because I seen that.
Literally, that's how I did it too. And then I'm like, oh my God.
Says, Local said, Tiger Lily, you got snipped with gifted from Mr. G. Then she replied, I seen that. Thank you, gamers.
Yep.
Yeah. And you're more than welcome.
So, like, when things are gifted to me, I greatly appreciate it. And once you get monetized, don't worry, I got you back, boo-boo. Because that's what I do. Ask him. He hates it, but I love it.
Well, see, and the thing...
He don't hate it when it's out of my money. He only hates it when it's out of his money.
I hate
Well, it's not. I hate it because it's out of my money. I hate it because when you do things, you tell me at the last minute.
That too.
When it's already too late, huh?
Uh-huh. He's bad about that one.
Oh, yeah.
But
Oh,
yeah,
we did this. Give me your credit card. But you were going to say?
Well, I was going to say, it's always my pleasure. I've always been a supporter of the smaller channels. That's what the asylum was even built on. Was getting smaller channels bigger and monetized and stuff like that. As a matter of fact, I was talking about how it became the way it was. It was actually because Jen complained a lot about not streaming on her channel there towards the end, right?
Yeah.
The whole thing with having people stream on the asylum to get noticed was Jen pushing it.
Right. You know what's actually funny is my next question was, what made you want to help others?
I've been blessed. And a lot, just to clarify a few things, I didn't start out
with the silver spoon?
Nope.
It was a rusty spoon and dirt, right?
Right. I crawled out of the mud. Okay. And it was a lot of hard work and a lot of time. And then I see folks that are putting in a lot of hard work and a lot of time, and they've got a dream. They want to do something on YouTube. They want to get their ideas out. They want to share their thoughts, their feelings, their passions. And just the way things work, it's hard to get there.
Right.
Well, I've been blessed, and I the thing is I can help others, and it never hurt me at all. And I see no point in it, in not helping others.
Right.
As a matter of fact, I get pleasure out of that.
I always try to help others. That's been my whole shtick.
I don't trust people.
He never trusts people. So he's always been watch your back, baby girl. Especially around my ex co-host. He was like that. He actually said I should trust you. So when he says I should trust you, I should trust you.
I appreciate that. I do.
Now, I know that you want to help people learn to create and learn how to do OBS, which, let's face it, my graphics design on OBS is not the prettiest, but it's me. It's simple, it's easy, and it's not all flashy because I can't do flashy. But at the same point in time, it's like my background's always changing. My hair is always changing. Sometimes even my channel name is always changing. So, did you ever think your life would go this way in your content creation and helping people?
Absolutely not. I'm a musician. That's how I started with everything. I was a drummer for a local band, and we were getting ready to sign. and our lead singer had messed up, gotten into some legal issues, and then and so the contract went away. I went ahead and pursued things. Now, ironically, a lot of people like little like Illuminati there, you put a guitar up. I was not a guitarist first. I'm a drummer.
We actually
And-
know a couple drummers. Don't we?
Mm-hmm.
And the thing was is drummers don't the kits can be personalized and stuff like that, but most drummers want to do it themselves.
Yeah.
But I played
Right.
guitar and I played bass too. Not in the band, but I did because to help write the music, I needed to know what sounds could be made, stuff like that. So and when I was young and I was learning music, I learned music theory. I learned how to read music. So whenever I get a new instrument or what, like I'm getting ready to try to figure out the mandolin a little bit.
What's a
I just have to-
mandolin?
It's a small, it's not a ukulele. It's much more high pitched, and it's like a 12-string guitar. There's a bass and low string that go together. Whenever you finger that string, you actually want to hit both, and it's got a Diamond Rio did a song, "Night Time's Falling in My Heart" or something like that. I can't remember what it is, but that you hear doing in the chorus, that's mandolin. But normally, if I learned where the notes are on the fretboard, while I'm looking at the music, I just got to learn where the notes are on the fretboard. But drums were never in high demand. However, I could make guitars, and that's how it started. Was just making guitars, making my own coils, stuff like that.
That's pretty cool.
No. Now, becoming a drummer and guitarist, what made you go to YouTube? Be a creator on YouTube?
He was bored.
My past starts a little bit before with YouTube. Starts a little bit before the LCU and Keem. Keem was one, especially with the writing concept, that got me where I was hooked in it. Because beforehand, believe it or not, like, the kids would be watching YouTube and like, I pay for cable, right, guys? You know what I mean? Actually,
We stopped paying for cable because I watch YouTube movies on my TV, and he watched Amazon movies.
Amazon movies, I watch a bunch of free channels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
I
Well, see, I didn't get it, and then I'd done some stuff early on. Like, YouTube wasn't like new, right? And so I am sorry.
He slowly died over there.
I am. I'll make it.
Take a drink of water.
Actually, what I need is another cigarette.
Oh yeah, that's gonna help.
That would help. It does.
Shut up! I know,
Without
Roydale. That's
salt.
what you do all the time.
You got that right.
Every time he starts coughing, that's what he does.
Have another cigarette.
Well, the funny thing is watch a smoker whenever they do anything that's like physically exertive, they smoke a cigarette right after while they're gasping for air.
My son just linked my fucking YouTube channel.
Hmm.
My old YouTube channel before Lunatic Froggy. Thank you very much, Jordan William. ACJS. And it's actually kind of funny because it's my youngest child's name to my oldest child's names in alphabetical order.
There's also one of my work names.
Yeah, it was also one of his work names too. So
Now, if you guys want to really mess with gamers, go on his stream, ask him how old he is and what year he was born.
he was born in 1969,
and only 21 years old.
Back in my day, when I grew up.
So I will explain that. Since Trevor wants to bring that up. At one point in time, I was involved in a skit. Well, I was actually managing nuts.
Yeah, local nuts.
Yeah, local nuts. But when I was up there, because of the way we had set things up, I was never supposed to know how old I was. So it was a running joke. Scooter would intentionally ask me my age. I would give him a random number, and then a random year. And then when he'd say, but I thought you were such and such, I told you I'm 40. And it would always come back to it. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not my problem. You're too stupid to listen.
Well, that's just like when y'all said I was like 50 something, which when I researched my name, right? And I had to research one of my married names to figure this out. It states that either I'm 41 or I'm 57.
And then when Albert gets aggravated with gamers, who Albert is if you know Tina D, then you know Albert. He would bring that up to gamers.
Just like everybody brings up that you're a pretty princess. Don't make me put your little princess up there. I fucking will.
Here was the thing. Keemstar asked me, he's like, what show do you want? That's what I was giving. He's like, I'll give you any show you want. You can manage it. And I was like, nuts. And he looked. I kind of got this weird look, right? And he's like, you want Scooter and Albert? I was like, yeah, I want the two misfits. I want Albert especially because I want to be able, because Tina and I do not get along at all. And I was like, I always want to say to Tina, I'm managing your boy. And here's the thing. That was the part where Nuts was. I went in as the major when Nuts was struggling. They'd been moved to midnight.
Yep.
Every show struggles on that.
Right. Well, they were really struggling.
I know.
And like they had been moved from like a primetime spot to midnight because they just weren't drawing numbers.
Which makes Keem unhappy.
Oh yeah. So I think he was kind of happy that that was the one I picked too, because I could have went Queens.
Ooh, that would have been a fight.
Well, here's the thing though. Mike and Keem both said they're like, I pulled off better stunts and skits and scripts than Mike. They actually said that on air.
Well, yeah, because Mike
see,
repeats his, so it gets old and stale.
Mm-hmm.
Yours actually has creativity, and if somebody pisses you the fuck off, that spice comes right the fuck out of you. It's like eating a fucking chili pepper raw.
Mm-hmm. Well, and the thing is when I was in the LCU, you don't get to be who you are, right? And we're hearing that. Yeah, we're hearing that a lot. I mean, from the folks coming out, and I know it for a fact. Whenever they're telling you these stories, they're real.
Why do you think I turned down the opportunity to work with Tina D? I'm like, yeah, no, I can't. Dude, I can't make money.
Right, and certain people are protected, like Tina. But you're not ever going to be yourself if you're on camera for any amount of time, because they don't want you to be yourself.
Right.
right? Because you've got to be.
You gotta be
Here's the local.
the spastastic person that everybody wants you to be. The flawed person. I'm gonna go find a cockroach and eat the bitch.
Right. Well, and the thing is because I don't think I get fined here, although I'll probably see in the chat or told later I do. The thing is I was managing Vixie. We were done working together. So the stunt we pulled was to promote. I'll try that again in English. Promote her.
Yeah.
Now, Vixie wasn't exactly aware of everything, but this is how I put it for everybody to think about, right? Locale Live was extended to 5 or 6 hours. The only time it's ever been done.
Right, just so that way you guys could actually promote it and get it going. Yeah, I totally understand that.
And then 3 hours later, I'm doing an 8-hour stream of Nuts as their manager.
Jordan Williams,
that
you make me sick.
What?
He just said chocolate cockroach with whipped cream. Bitch, you can sleep outside tonight, Jordan Williams.
We can send him over to Tina's house to get the roach.
Here's the thing about Tina. You know that the trailer is now just a studio, right?
Yeah.
She has a house. I mean, I think that, oh yeah, that just works. The trailer works as a studio.
Right, and they're not going to get rid of it because it's her dad's. They're just going to continue to act like it's where she lives. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they bring money in.
Literally, if that was the key, like, if I ever won the lawsuit that we're trying to get against the doctor that gave me my seizure disorder,
I go to the med, not the doctor.
or the med company that gave me my seizures, I would so buy this just for a studio.
See, that was the thing too. Whenever we were doing it, Team's like, I want you to move locations because Team knew what I did.
Yeah.
Team knew who I was. He made mistakes in that video. If you remember, he said, "Where's Gamerus at?" I know he's on my phone, and he picks up his phone, and then I'm right there at the top, right? He's like, oh, I don't have him. I thought I did. Yeah. And it was like, and then I'm DMing Scooter. I was like, I'm having problems getting in the Discord for real.
So, I know you have a very intellectual girlfriend. Like, I dropped her, like, names of books to read, okay? Mm-hmm. What was the last book you read?
I'm currently reading the and I'm almost finished with the Love Letters from a Nihilist by Brian Keeney.
Ooh, what is it about?
Brian Keeney's a horror writer. He started with comic books, and then he writes up on himself. If that makes sense. Like if he writes one story, one book, then another book will mention parts of the other one. Like it ties it all into one world. Yeah, it's insane is the way he does it. Because like he's got like, worms, and then he's got like the darkness blobs, and he's got zombie invasions and stuff like that. And it all comes into what he calls the Liberath. Yeah. So,
send me the name so I could look it up so I could get those books.
It's Brian Keeney, Keene.
Brian Keeney.
And he's done a lot of the Love Letters from a Nihilist. is his short work. He does a lot of short form work. So that's what that book is. But yeah, his stuff's amazing, and he's one of those writers that has that rare talent to where like within the first 3 pages you're hooked. Like you read 3 pages, then all of a sudden you're you're getting, there's like 3 pages left. Yeah.
Writers.
So
King.
See, the book I'm reading, it's slow, but it's so good. The reason it's slow, especially for me, is because it's about science and history and witches and warlocks and vampires, but it also deals with the DNA of it and like all of that. So for me, my brain is absorbing all of this, and I have to put it down. So it's taken me like 4 days to read it.
Yep.
But normally, I could go through a book and just go like this, and I'm done in a day. And Roy's like, I thought you just picked up a book and just got a book. I'm done with it. Oh. But we have a whole bunch.
yeah, this little thing goes with me every place. My Kindle.
Yep.
The issue.
This little thing's been my lifesaver.
The issue with me reading on Kindle is once in a great while the lines start squiggling, and it fucks with my eyes really bad. I love that, and I love the smell of books. I don't know why. And I think it's because my mom used to literally have a library of books in her room. She would go to like garage sales and whatever and pick up books, and so did my grandma. So there was always books around for us to read, and you would crack them open and you would just smell that book smell. So you can't beat that book smell.
See, here's my thing with it. I know what you're talking about the smell, right? I had this one English teacher I could not stand because she always was like, you need to write. I would get stuff that other students didn't have because I was a good writer. And her room smelled like that.
Her name wasn't Marion, was it, by any chance?
No, it was Mrs. Clark. And I had her all 4 years of high school. Never got away from her. But I would get assignments, and then I'd be like, well, no one else is doing them, and she'd be like,
But no, like, reading books is actually really good for people who want to become a YouTuber because it expands your brain muscles to think outside of the box. And one of my friends, Gemma, I always tell her, don't think inside the box, think outside the box. And she looks at me so fucking weird when I tell her this too. And I'm like, if you look inside the box, you're only going to see one answer. But if you look outside the box, you're going to see more answers than just one. And that's why this whole fucking argument between me and you complexed me so goddamn much. And I just couldn't figure it out. And then when he who shall not be named came over and was doing this, I had to go talk to you to figure out what the fuck was going on.
Mm-hmm.
And that day, I did go over there yelling, arguing, screaming, or bitching. I came over there to talk to you with common sense, dignity, and showed you the respect that I would show anybody.
Right, and I if I remember, I believe I was very respectful. I put your channel up on ours.
Right. You're like, holy shit, I didn't think she'd do it.
I didn't.
Now that day when she did pop up on your stream, I was watching.
He told me, him and everybody else was like, no, don't do it. You're already stressed out. They know that my seizures are increased due to stress, okay? The more stressed I am, the more seizures I have. So before I went on your panel, I popped an emergency seizure medication.
Well, whatever. The thing is, when you came on, like, we disagreed.
We did.
Yeah, we
But
left
that's
disagreeing.
because both of us were lied to.
I know.
Which
I know.
now we
Three of
can,
us, really.
right? But
Yeah.
now we can
Well,
look
everybody
back.
was.
We can look back and agree that it was neither one of our faults. Neither one of us put the fucking did it. We literally were the bystanders in it that got hurt. Throughout this whole entire thing, all three of us were the bystanders that got hurt.
That's right. Because see, the thing is, I guess he's Voldemorted here. Because
Yes.
I don't know another term for it. Yeah.
We call him the dumbass.
Okay. Well, the dumbass is appropriate. He plays on people,
Right.
and it's that the problem is he can't develop friendships, but he wants them greatly, and it's overly demanding. It's like you can't. Like I can remember in the early days of the asylum, it's Dan B or Dan T. I can't remember exactly.
Dan BYT official.
Right. He wanted him kicked out of the asylum because he wasn't returning DMs quick enough.
What the
I mean,
fuck?
and and it's like, well, Dan's got a lot going on. You know, I mean, I was like, he's a young man. He's got his own issues. You know, I doubt your DM in particular is pressing, right?
Right.
So, but yeah, and then he went and we talked to Dan, and I was like, we're gonna send traffic your way. What we're going to do is we're going to review one of your reviews. And he was doing some chocolate bars, right? And he was talking about like the colors and stuff like that. And his girlfriend's sitting there, and she's got the chocolate bar, and you could tell she's ready to give it a try, right? Everybody that's sitting holding chocolate, and Dan wasn't, is like, let me take a bite, right? And so that's what I picked on him about. I was like, Dan, let your girlfriend have the chocolate. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it was meant as play. And Jamie was the type you couldn't control him, especially if he was running the OBS. And you can't reel him back and say you're going too far because that just makes him go harder.
Yep.
Right. At the time he had a green screen in the back of him. He puts Dan's girlfriend's image back there. Starts acting out a sexual act. Right. It was that was one of the moments that I knew right away that he wasn't going to work. And it was like when Trucker and I had our differences, and it since we've had time to sit and talk about it, you know what I mean? He's like, I was saying no. I was like, we have safe words. Because it would be like, you know what I mean, if Scott wanted me to do something, even if I was agreeing to it, I would sit and say no first. That's the drama pool, right? Nope, I ain't gonna do it, Scott.
Oh, real quick, everybody, if you want to join a really safe Discord, and I've been in there, my son has been in there, and he has felt nothing but safe. The Asylum Discord is pinned to my chat. You can go ahead and Dana and Gamers will approve you. They are the mods. If there is any issue, like we were on a chat where I was going through all my evidence and I happened to look at my phone and I mentioned it to these two boys what was going on in the Discord, and they were getting somebody else on it right away. Like, it is one of the safest.
Because that day there,
thank you, Blowhole.
That day there, I saw Froggy's face. She didn't say nothing. I just knew something wasn't right. And then I knew she was looking at a computer screen. I was like, well, let me go over to Gamers Discord. I don't know what made me go there. But then that's when I said, and I came back. I said, Gamer, go to your Discord. And then he had Dana take care of that issue.
Yep.
And here's the thing. Sorry. He who shall not be named, dumbass.
Darkest board.
Yeah. It was him causing a disruption.
Right, over
As
nothing.
a guest for one show. Yeah, and it was
Oh, and I'm the Bog Witch, so if you ever hear somebody say the Bog Witch, it is not an insult at all. I do not take it as an insult. Because guess what? I've been called a witch and I've been called a bitch, and I definitely am a beautiful individual that causes hard-ons, so...
And that's why I don't like that book about that where the last word is witch. And don't even show it, Friday, because I know you're thinking of
It's
it.
over there. I'm done with it. I'm going to get the next one. My book.
well. See, we also I call her princess of the guilty. She's our bog witch of Toadstool Valley, I think it is.
Bog Witch
I
of
don't know.
Toadstool Valley.
Yep. Caesar came up with that because they had their issues and he was not going to call.
Guilty says we're both Bog Witches. Yes.
So, yeah, because it was always, she's like, you're trying to make me pretty in pink, right? Because I'd call her Princess Guilty, because over on the channel, to help the guys remember to be respectful, all the ladies are called princesses, queens, angels, whatever, right? Just kind of keep in their head, stay respectful of them. And because, well, it started because we had Zach Ludlow,
And remember, if you can tell your girl no, you can kick a puppy dog in the face. Ask Roy. He cannot tell me no because it's like telling a dog no.
Yeah, I always had a problem with that early on with the princesses there. They'd ask for something, and really? That's how I got trolled.
You know who I'm surprised I don't see in chat? Gamer's partner in crime, Lillian.
All right, blowhole. Roy's figured out
She was
how to
like
drop
nobody for a
the
long time.
backdrop, so you're going to see him behind the screen a lot.
I said,
Do what,
I said she was my troll buddy for quite a while. Over
Yeah, that's why I say you're a partner in the crime.
So we kind of addressed your goal with the asylum, which is to help creators. Now, let's take somebody like me who is very independent. I never fucking ask for help because of what has happened in my life. How would you take somebody like me who's very independent and help them? Besides agree to come on my show and do an interview.
I don't know that that's helping you, but the thing is the type of creator doesn't hurt the way we work, because the concept is not to get over the asylum, but to get over the creator.
Right.
So even an independent one. So, like, we have Queen Dana, and she is a tremendous writer, right?
She is.
Right. She can come. She'll spend time with people. She finds her interest, stuff like that, and then she gets inspired by that, and then she writes up an episode, and she shows it was show notes, and then it's presented to the streamer, right? And it's talked about, and then this is the vision for it. Okay, and we're going to do it here with. Oh, this may be a little much. I don't know. With high production value, and the reason I'm saying, because I don't want to like toot my own horn and say, it's great, but
His graphics are fucking amazing. If you ever watch his show of those wolves, I love
everybody
them.
loves the wolves.
You know what? when Roy was watching it, when he first came up, he's like, oh my God, that's so cool. You got to do that.
Mm.
And afterwards, I'm like, Roy, remember, I have seizures and I have to watch my screen. If I see that, I would be in a seizure before the show. He goes, oh.
Yeah, it's kind of flashy, and it's got the beating drum to it, and
It is.
yeah,
That's why your shows are really great when I read.
they got the sound behind them. Huh?
Well, I have to, when I read, in order to focus on anything, I have to have two sounds going through my head at one time. So listening to you talk or play a game or do anything is enough for me to focus on my reading.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta love ADHD.
Yeah, but we bring that over there, and then we were blessed with subscribers.
Yes, you guys
and
were.
people to view, right? Mostly due to Queen Dana's direction. I'm going to give her, the props she deserves. A lot of people think, oh, well, you're dating her. All this stuff was done long before we were doing. We were buddies working together. Just spending an hour talking about like show plans.
Look, people can work together and not date, and then later on date.
And that's what happened.
Exactly. Right. And I will admit, Queen Dana is great. Hearing her speak.
On her music, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She has that power in her voice. She can walk into a room and the attention is drawn to her. She doesn't demand the attention. It is just there. And
that's right. She doesn't demand, she commands.
Exactly. And when she is literally focusing on shows or anything like that, like I've talked to her behind the scenes, and I'm like, I don't know what I would do on your guys' shows, because like I ran through what I normally do on my shows, and I don't want to take away from my shows, and there's no males over there that I could do
Red Flags and Roses.
Red Flags and Roses. So I'm like, fucking hell. So I'm like sitting here trying to think of ideas, and I'm still trying to think of an idea that I could do over there that might help women or men in situations, because that's my whole shtick. Like, I've been through hell and back. Mm-hmm. He's seen me when I was at my most toxic part of life, and he's brought me to the part where I am today. He's seen me at my sickest, and he's seen me at my healthiest. So, literally, at the end of the day, fucking, if I can help somebody, that's what I want to do.
Right.
Even if it was like an hour of just like different ways to help lose weight, what exercises are great for losing weight, or something along those lines, because as we all know, I'm on a year-long weight loss journey, and I've lost 36
pounds, 38.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
39, because I weighed myself at a sissy's house, and I lost 3 more pounds, so I'm at 139 already. I lost a human.
Almost lost me.
So, like, I've been through it. Like, I've gone through the surgery, but I didn't even need the surgery. It was just a notch in the tool belt.
Because when I met Froggy,
thank you, Illuminati. Thank you, Bad Habits.
She was camera shy. She did not want to have her camera on whatsoever. But Lunatic Dad finally talked her out of it.
He said I could come on this panel unless my camera was on. And I wanted to talk and joke with Lunatic Dad, so I turned on my camera.
Well, see, and here's the thing: as someone that's working on helping streamers, especially if they've done like they're not live streamers, but they've done videos, is getting that camera on. And yes, you can be successful with something pre-recorded. You can be successful with avatars, but it's harder, right? But once you pop that, I can give a prime example. Clementine. We had an avatar up for just because she didn't have the equipment. You know, she's getting set up. She'd went through a move.
She didn't have a cell phone?
She didn't want to use that. She wanted something that looked more professional. So the first couple episodes we used avatars. I didn't have them moving the way I do Queen Dana's at the time. I was hand switching Caesar's avatar and Clementine's. And she developed a following anyway because her voice, her personality, they all stuck out.
Right.
So the day she popped her camera on, things changed, and it was for the best. You know, because no longer was it just hearing the voice and the inflection. People were seeing the expression, right? It became more. Clementine finally became
Clementine.
Yeah, real. You know, Clementine went from Clementine the Avatar to Clementine the Asylum Angel.
Yep.
Right. So that's been my experience. Is the hardest thing is get that camera turned on. You know, and then once folks do, they realize because everybody thinks they're going to be judged.
See, and I have body dysmorphia, so like y'all see, I have little teeth. I'm getting dentures. I was overweight. You see, I'm going out working, but I still have body dysmorphia. Y'all would not believe that I honestly believe that I am the size of Amber Lynn Reed. When I look at myself, that's what I see is Amber Lynn Reed.
Wow.
And I strive to lose weight every fucking day. The image of her is stuck in my fucking head and I can't get it up.
Yeah, she did the past year. She did one hell of an awesome job.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I agree.
like, honestly, I could help somebody with that because I've been through it. I mean, I've been through. Not a lot of people will admit that they have body dysmorphia. And if they do, it's normally the opposite of what I have. They see themselves as a skinnier person.
Mm-hmm.
But I've never seen myself as a skinnier person. I've always seen myself as a fatter person. So,
and I think that's commonplace. Like when people see them, it's like you know how you were talking about Dana's voice.
yeah.
You have no idea how many hours I've sat and tried to tell her this, right? For her to tell me, no, it's not. It's awful. You're biased. No.
Thank you, bad habits. Oh, I hate my voice. Every time I picked up the phone and listened to my sister and my mama talk, I hear myself and I just want to hang up.
Oh, I've got people that talk about my voice, but they're voice trolls. I know what that is. I've got people that will write me like and be like, "Do you do cameos? And if you don't, can I pay you to read this off?"
Right? Like, I'll pay you to do a cameo.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
See, and the reason
my voice isn't that special.
Part of the reason that I really wanted to get into the discussion of like body dysmorphia and stuff is because the next question is, what are your 3 favorite things about yourself? About yourself.
I don't know that I have 3.
You better figure out 3.
I like the fact that, I've always felt I was a decent father. And
Both
then
of your kids are in the service, so I'm gonna say you're a
Mhm.
pretty good father there.
Yeah, and my son he was talking about he wasn't doing something he didn't do, and he goes, "Well, you play my father. He raised me right. He did too good of a job." Stuff like that. I am very proud of my kids, and the way my daughter explained it to me is, you can't be proud of us if you're not proud of yourself.
Yep.
So that's one of the things I like about me is I was able to take two great kids. I was able to learn from them, and they turned out great. I'm proud of both of them. I guess another thing I like about myself is you don't have to guess what I'm thinking or how I feel.
Because you say it out loud.
Right? If I'm pissed off at the moment, I'm pissed off, and I'm pissed off at. If I'm not, and you think I'm mad, and I've not said anything, I'm not mad. You never really have to guess. What I'm thinking. And here's the thing. Even though I know some folks don't understand it or appreciate it, I do. I like that about myself, because that way, there's never a misunderstanding. If I say something's not a problem, at least for me, it's not a problem.
Right. And as we all know, I grew up in Minnesota, so it is literally, I'm sorry. And I grew up in a household, if one person got in trouble, all of us got in trouble, and we all had to apologize. So, like, the day that the show got canceled, I didn't even know why the show got canceled, and I apologized for it. I'm like, I don't know what I did wrong, but I'm sorry.
Oh, Roses?
Yeah.
Didn't Caesar quit before?
No.
The show,
Yeah,
didn't he?
Caesar
The
quit.
first time we were supposed to do it, and then I think that
we had technical problems all over
Yeah.
the place. Yeah, it was because there was another show too
right,
that was going on that we couldn't get out.
right.
It was
He
just the
said that
internet.
you weren't feeling good. I'm like,
Right.
well, I'm sorry he's not feeling good, and I'm sorry if I did anything wrong. And he goes, why the fuck are you sorry he's not feeling good? I'm like, why can't I feel sorry that he's not feeling good? And he goes, where did you grow up? I said, Minnesota. He goes, if you ever see Fargo, literally that is me to a T. Roy hates it.
So you're right. Now I remember that too. We were having technical difficulties, and for those that don't know, I have something called polycythemia vera. This is what Boogie has: polycythemia. He thought it was polycythemia vera. Polycythemia vera is considered a blood cancer, but if you're going to have cancer, that's the cancer you want, because it's not going to kill you. At least not, and the treatments are not that bad. They just take blood out of you, right? It means I make too many red blood cells. That's all it means. The other part of the treatment is you're put on a lot of blood thinners, and it is kept very, very thin. And I've got machines here that tell me, like, they do like blood tests the hospital would do, and they do it here.
I have to go
And then-
see a blood specialist, and I'm gonna go see if there's a genetic depletion of any of my chromosomes. Because
And
my niece is picking up a lot of the traits that I had when I was a baby. So
well, and if I remember right, that day I had to go to the hospital the night prior because my blood got too thin. And if you're on blood thinners the way I am, if it gets too thin, you have to go to the emergency room, and then they give you an infusion of vitamin K. So you sit there for 3-4 hours, while it drips into you. So yeah, I think that was going on too. That was why I didn't feel well.
which is totally understandable.
But it was like internet connection issues.
Right.
Because the office where we do things is located in the city. If you have anything go wrong, any part of that part of the city, like it's in quadrants, right? If you have anything go wrong in the part of the city I'm in, no matter where it's at, it affects my office.
Which
Like the other day
sucks
we were having
ass.
yeah. Monday we were having power outages because of and I didn't know why, but it was because of an accident that was 10 miles away.
My son wanted to know, did you at least get to watch TV at the hospital?
Normally I don't, because I'm one of the people. If I'm not comfortable, I start joking.
Oh, I'm the
Right.
same way. Okay,
Because
I'm horrible, but I made the boys, Roy and his brother, laugh at his mom's funeral. Because the first time we went to go visit Roy's brother,
Mhm.
Roy got so drunk that he was trying to walk up a hill and he couldn't walk up the hill. And he goes, "It's not I'm drunk. It's my legs are so wobbly from the long car ride."
Yeah, so I tend to mess with the people that are constantly checking on me.
I do the same shit too. I can't. It's not that I can't stand emotions, it's I can't stand being around sadness too long.
Mm-hmm. It gets uncomfortable, so you go. People go to their comfort zone. They go to the humor,
Yep.
or they go to whatever that, it's like if I'm in pain, that's when I'm joking the most. As a matter of fact, some of the best streams that the asylums had that involved me, I was in excruciating pain, because it was that's when I was funny.
Sometimes the best time to get Trucker talking is when he's mad.
Well, yeah, then you can't get him shut up.
No,
I
that's
know.
what I was going to ask. Is well, once I accepted your proposal,
Mm-hmm.
what do you think the hardest thing with me is going to be?
Getting you to talk.
Mm-hmm.
Well, besides that, what else?
Mm-hmm.
Finding a subject you know about besides trucking.
I actually told him highlight that. I like, what, we could kind of use this in different ways.
I told him that you guys were gonna have to throw him with me just so that way he would talk.
Yeah,
Rubber ducky, you're the one. You make bath time. So, if you didn't know, my son made a song for Pretty Pretty Princess Trucker over here. And at the very end of it, it has a rubber ducky.
Again, thank you, gamer.
you're welcome.
I think I can find the song. Hold on. Say what you were going to say while I found the song.
Well, I think the other part of it would probably be, the toughest thing outside of getting you to talk. I don't know, because see that's a tough question there, Trucker, because the ideas or what I envision for you, the concept over at the asylum is to minimize the problems, accent, and highlight the strengths. It's like, well, it's like Jen, because we had trouble. She's one of the few people we had trouble with getting with her streaming. Giving her facts and things to present was not her strong point, so we avoided it as much as we could.
Right.
So it would be hard to pick another weakness other than the willingness to talk. And as a matter of fact, the ideas that we had for you, not even. It's hard to have a topic and talk about, right?
Right.
Yep.
But with Trucker, it was like, okay, what are you seeing? What are you doing? You have these experiences that other people don't have and never will. So you can share them, right? And you have knowledge about where you're at, what you're doing. So that's what you talk about.
One day I'm going to make them talk about lot lizards.
Good luck, Trucker.
Well, okay. Well, Tiger Lily says that he's got to get his lot lizards out there because he's got to bring the money home. Okay. So the song goes, Princess.
Wait. Hold up. She did not say that.
Yes, she did.
Where? I don't see it in chat.
It ain't in chat, but I guarantee you go ask her. She said it. Cause you have to help fund her business, so you better make them lot lizards bring that money home. So the song goes.
I don't have any.
The song goes, Princess Trucker sitting in his tower singing his song. He tried and tried to get the birdies to come, but none did, so he cried and cried. Now Princess Trucker is sitting in his tower with a rubber ducky to replace the birdies.
Now, Locale, to answer your question, he asked, what the hell is a lot lizard? A lot lizard is a prostitute.
That hangs around truck stops.
Yeah.
And the reason I say this is because, okay, so one day, he's standing on my desk, by the way. One day, I went to go visit my ex-husband at a truck stop. And he had the CB on. And one of the guys, like further down the road, go, hey, when you're done with her, you want to send her over to me? He goes, hey, you want to come say that to my face? That's my wife, you dumb bitch.
Yeah, when you get in these major cities, you hear some most stupidest, ignorant shit on the damn radio. That's why my radio stays off 90% of the time.
You don't play on the CB? You're a trucker and you don't play on the CB? What kind of trucker are you?
Garbage shit. It's all garbage shit, and nowadays it's not like how it used to be.
Oh, I remember when I was a kid, my dad used to have CBs in like all the cars. You sit and listen to it. It used to be like everybody was talking on them. Now,
yeah.
Now, the cars we have for work have them for emergency purposes because, like at least where I'm at, the state police still have to monitor channel 9. So,
a lady of the night, to quote Bubbles from the Trailer Park Boys. Gamers will get the joke.
Yeah, got repping them right there.
Trailer Park Boys.
For anyone who wants to know what Channel 9 is, it's supposed to be used for emergency use only.
Yeah. Yep. We'll see how well that does. His CB handle is Pigpen.
It actually is. Now, this is where I
it actually is.
No, it is.
Go ahead, Clicker.
I'm back. I got bored.
What movie is that? Convoy.
Rubber Ducky.
You got Rubber Ducky, and then you got Pigpen.
Yep, Pigpen.
So that's where I got that from.
So, Cindy, did you not tell him that he had to get his lot lizards out there to make the money so that way they could so that way he could bring you home the money?
I don't have any lot lizards.
Tiger Lily will answer when she is ready. Tiger Lily, did you not
any lot lizards
tell him to get his lot lizards out there to make that fucking money?
I know PIMP, pimp. I don't do that shit, thank you.
We all a pimp up in this place. So what is, you own businesses, so what is best place you visited?
Like
Vacation
like
wise.
vacation wise. I don't go on vacation. I haven't been on vacation since I was 15.
Yes, I did a while ago. Ha! Fuck you, trucker.
She, Tiger Lily did say that she said.
Hush it, guilty.
But yeah, outside, like I went places for work, but it's never been like where you could really enjoy anything because it was work.
That's what I did most of my life was work.
Yeah, I would say Tokyo.
I say one day you should just, you're not that far from Branson, Missouri, or
no.
or
See,
the
this
Treasure
is-
Mountains in Oklahoma or Arkansas. Go take a trip to Arkansas and see those pretty mountains for yourself.
Well, here's the thing about Branson. That is exactly why I quit going on vacations. Because my family went there every year, and the second I could get out of them, I did. There's only so much Branson, Missouri you can take.
Yeah.
My
Branson,
family
Missouri is
went
not a
there
place you
all
go
the
to,
time.
Camping.
My family went there all the time, and literally, I've never been.
Yeah, if you do it a bunch as a kid, you're not going to do it as an adult.
Nope.
Because you always have the memories of it was overhyped, and then you got stuck watching. And when you're a kid, getting stuck watching, you know what I mean, freaking country music shows and stuff like that. And back then, I didn't like it.
Trucker the princess pimp.
Just ignore
Pretty-
Guilty's comment.
Pretty pimp princess trucker. Fuck yes.
So we're going to start calling him Trucker of Redemption.
The Guilty said, hey, I'm not the one with the harem of
Lot
love
lizards.
lizards.
I mean, she's not wrong.
Yeah.
What's a good strategy plan moving forward for us to build a good relationship
But with the asylum?
through all three of us and all of our
Trust
Here,
and
family.
respect.
contrary to popular belief, I feel I'm pretty easy to get along with.
I haven't
kinda
had
hard
it.
to-
I haven't had an issue since somebody left your fucking Discord.
Yeah. It's
Biggest-
funny how that worked, isn't it?
Biggest thing for everything to work out is trust and respect. Period.
Yep.
The only thing I ask of folks is if there's a problem, they tell me. Because I can't fix it if I don't know. Right? And to talk to me, like, especially if they're not happy about something. Because a lot of times, it's never going to offend me. Right? I'm never going to take it personal. And I can't. People that aren't happy don't stream happily. And my goal in the asylum is to make people successful.
Right.
So I want you to be happy. It was to bring. My problem child was Jen. She was. If I wasn't going to let her do hangout streams,
Do hangout
On
streams
the-
on your own fucking channel.
that was exactly what we said. But she wanted to do them at the asylum, and it was and switch to StreamYard. I don't use StreamYard. But we go do everything through the Discord, and dumbass is the reason why we don't use StreamYards or do Hangout streams. Her birthday stream is the perfect example.
I totally get it.
It took seconds for his backside to be on the camera, and I think she still got the video down because she hasn't figured out how to edit it. But yeah, Trucker, you get crap all the time, man, from everyone.
Hey, I get it even before I met you. I got it before I met you. I get freaking crap. It's nothing new for me. Because I got it from Lunatic Dad, and Lord behold, if Braxis was up here,
They would be going off with Harold, okay? By the way, Harold's legal name is Harold the Midget. So, that is his legal name. Even though he is imaginary, that is his legal government name. But Trucker, do you like your picture? It's so pretty of you.
it's like when you get us two together, we don't shut up, do we, Froggy?
No, you can't get words in edgewise.
I
Gamer is trying not to fucking laugh.
He's home. If
Oh, I
want
could
to see
look
this,
up
you would
his
have
name
to-
tag.
He needs what gamers need to do is go look up Lunatic Dad, then go watch his older videos.
Well, here's the thing. I want to say this. There is a reason I have always liked Tiger Lily.
Because she picks on him more than we could ever pick on him.
That's right. She is his best troll.
Oh, by the way, next weekend. No, it's this weekend. Somebody's paying up his debt to you.
Mm. He's like, I'm thinking about
I'm
this.
just gonna get it done and over with.
Okay, so for those that don't know, at one time, Jen and Scott were the Hugs and Jugs Lounge. They came to us and to the asylum and said,
Wait,
"Can you
I
help
thought of
with
that.
these?"
I thought of that name. Not Jen. I didn't.
Well, you guys were part of the Hugs and Jugs.
Technically, it was Paul because Paul always says hugs and jugs.
No, he says titties and beer.
Titties
I changed it to hugs and jugs.
And well, and then at the time, it was Jamie and me, and Scott got kind of big headed there. I'm sorry, Trucker got big headed there. See, this is the problem with us using names.
No. Tiger Lily started this bet.
It
was her idea coming up with that bet on Halloween night.
And you know what? Your ass is going to finish that fucking bet or you get twicey and you get to dance around in the front yard with eggs on your head.
So, but we sat there and they're like, okay, well, we're going to figure out this point system with views and likes and stuff like that. And it was, they kept, Trucker wanted me to be in a dress for some reason.
No, that was the other person, not me.
Okay, well, I know you were vocal about it.
Probably he didn't want to do it.
And then his was he was going to get waxed. And I remember the message from Tiger Lily. I'll get the wax warmed up now. What color do you want? What color wax do you want? And because yeah, he was. Trekker played into it. He was a good sport about it. What was going on? We were trying
to go and consolace with you because I know you're getting your chest waxed. I will have Roy wax the back of my head. Because I shaved the back of my head. I will have Roy wax all this.
All that chest hair getting ripped out.
And he has a lot of chest hair, so I'm like,
All right.
I'll go with the back of the head. Because that shit hurts.
I don't know. I've never been waxed.
Dad's look says it all. Roy's like, you ain't touching me with wax, I'll fucking kill you.
Gotta have hair first.
Speaking of which, before he got pissed off at Dummy, someone else owes everybody a wax. His ears and his nose. Caesar.
Ooh.
Good, not me.
Yeah.
I'd rather have the chest instead of the ears and the
But
nose.
yeah, let's finish talking about the story. How, because I believe you was
Oh.
up to the part where I was at, where I just got them shutting down and
Yeah.
everything.
Well, it started because we took, well, Jamie and I took over their channel because as a manager, we went and we streamed on their channel. I fired up and we were over there going, yeah, we're finally going to get you views. Oh my, and you know, look at this. We've got 12 concurrents. Scott, sorry, Trucker. Like I said, this is the problem.
God, it's just
Okay.
not Tiger's real name.
Yeah.
Right, and like I said, I try not to. It's just we're so used to using.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Real name.
everybody calls me
Yep.
Froggy, but only a few actually know my real name.
Right. Well, see, whenever I met Scott, since it's okay, whenever I met Scott, that's how he introduced himself. That's how I've always addressed him. But we went on there and we're like, yeah, look, we've got Jen and we've got Trucker. You know, I mean, there's 12 views. That's more views than you had on your last video and stuff like that. We were really taunting them, and I knew Jen wasn't going to care, but I knew we were going to light a fire under Trucker's butt, and we did. Because he's like, that's what's like, oh, you ain't coming up there on the channel I stream and doing that to me. And we're all like, okay, prove it. And then that's when the whole idea came up. And then later on, I think Truckers want me to talk about what happened where it caused the break off.
Yeah.
Night.
I want to hear your story, and I'll tell you the reason, the real reason.
Well, see, we had just done the Halloween stream, and Trucker pulled some amazing numbers by letting loose and having fun.
I look like a freaking idiot.
But you
It was fun, so shut up.
right, and everybody had fun with it, right? And it's like, okay, see, here's the thing, because Trucker wants to be serious all the time. When he let loose, he showed everybody another side of him, right? And so I contacted Jen. I said, Jen, I want to go push Scott to dance outside the truck to do what he did over there at his house. And Jen's like, okay, I'll get it done. And 90% of the time, if there's some skit, you're going to talk to me directly. And this is the one time that I can remember didn't. Because it's like Zach or Caesar or anyone like that. If we're going to do something that's off kilter, I'm asking about it first. Right?
Right, like
And
I
then-
literally sent you all these questions beforehand
Right.
and all this. Yeah.
Right. Well, with me, I don't go over, but if I'm going to ask you to do something, I do. You know what I mean? That way, if someone says no, it's no. And Jen had wrote me back, said everything's a go. As a matter of fact, I remember the DM. Did you tell him to safe word's yellow? The way this works is if something happens where you change your mind on screen, if you use that safe word, that's telling me to back off. So we go on stream, and I start the dance. He was getting likes and follows and stuff like that to do it. And I thought Scott, when he was saying no, was giving me pushback because it's just the natural show to make it work
Right.
that way, right?
Jen never told him the safe word.
Right.
I don't think Jen ever told him I was going to ask him to get out of the truck, to be honest. And whenever,
Well, she
so
didn't
he's,
tell me nothing.
well, see, I had got the feeling afterwards, but I didn't know when it was going on. And so what happened was I'm sitting there and he's saying no. So I think that's the pushback, that he's wanting to play it up. I can do that. That it was actually good, good job. And he's sitting there and he's getting angry. I thought he was I thought he was acting.
No,
You know what I mean?
okay.
Until he shut off.
Yeah.
Well, but the thing was, to me, from what I understood, it was set up. You know what I mean? We were going to play this game, and I'm told he's good with it, right? And then so when he left, I'm like, I was literally, I went off where you couldn't hear me, and went off the screen and let Jen went and got a pie and like busted her face open with it, because it was still frozen. And then me asking Jen, what the hell is going on? What went on? While we're on stream, and I'm getting texts back. I don't know. Jamie got triggered right away and went right after Scott.
Which honestly,
No.
I could see it. Now, I'm going to tell you, before he tells you his part, I'm going to tell you where this whole fucking thing fucked up. One, nobody told him the safe word from the get-go. Two, you trusted Jen in anything. And three, if it is at or outside of his own property, he will not do it. His property, he's down, he's cool, he's Gucci, he's great, he'll go for it. But once he gets in that truck, he stays professional the whole damn time.
Well, see, and the thing was too, is Jen was, the understanding is he wasn't going to be, we were going to say he was at a truck stop, but he was supposed to be someplace secluded. So that, like, he could go on the side of the trailer and no one would even know what was going on. So it wasn't even like, to me, like a demasculating thing or anything like that. It was far less than what we'd done on Halloween.
Right.
I didn't leave on that day, though.
I know. Well, I didn't expect you to leave when you did.
But here's the thing. See, and when I left that stream, I was just going to cool down, then come back the next day and act like everything's normal. Have everything all back to normal. Well, I didn't know they changed the time on me. Nobody never told me.
That was Jamie. Jamie ran that stream.
So I jump on there. I looked all stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got Tiger Lily texting me. She's like, "Did you hear the intro?" That's when I went quiet. I went back and listened to it, and that's when I really got pissed off.
But the thing is remember, back then I didn't make songs.
Right.
Shows.
Right.
I got blamed for that song, but I didn't write it.
So
I didn't have anything to do with it. Didn't even play it.
Because
that was
right then and there is, if you notice, right then and there, when I left out of that stream, that's when I pulled myself out of the Discord.
right, and that was Jamie's stream.
So what I'm
the second came up,
hearing
Jamie started bitching at you.
is there is a whole bunch of miscommunication going on, and if And when we start streaming on the Gamers Asylum channel, I will only be talking with gamers and Queen Dana.
Right. Well, see, and that's
And
normally
truckers.
how yeah, that's normally how it runs. Back then, we were very new,
Right.
like very very new, and it was I at the time Jen wasn't even Jen; she was Fireflies.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Which, actually, I do want to bring that up, that story up that I told you. So, I know Angie and Anna watch my show. So, to my girls, I love you. But I have to bring this up. Jen told you guys about a little boy that she helped say I love you to mommy, right?
She put it in a song.
But she couldn't give you details.
No, she just said she did. As a matter of fact, we were trying to. It's funny you say that because we were trying to lengthen that stream on her notes, and Queen Dana sat there and she's like, "I want you to expand on the things you talk about. Don't just say you did." And I believe the little boy saying "I love you" was something in specific that Queen Dana said to expand on,
So,
and she didn't.
let me expand on that story. It was not a little boy, it was a little girl. This little girl would mimic Anna, who is autistic. And every day Anna would start doing these signs. I. Love, love, love. And then she started spelling out love. Yeah. LOVE.
Yep.
YOU. MOMMY. Every day. Every day. I mean, every day. Then she started with the I. Every day. I. And the little girl started saying, I. So then she started working on the love. And she said love. And then she started working on the you. And she got the you. And then they worked together to say, I love you. And then she goes, now say mommy. And she spelled out mommy. 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 Well, that day when that mom came to pick up their kid from that program, it was the first time that they got to hear their daughter say, I love you, mommy. And it was one of the last words that mom ever got to say before before the baby passed away. Well, it wasn't a baby, it was a child, but it's always going to be a baby to a mother.
Mm-hmm.
So, not only did she steal the story from Wild One, a horrible, horrible, horrible story, she stole a story from Anna, who was her friend, about helping a little child say I love you to their mama before they passed away. And when I told gamers, I went in detail of how she did it. Because I was on the phone with Anna while I was typing it out. I think I even gave you the name of the little girl. I can't remember. But
Yeah, that's insane.
so
I gotta step away for 1 minute.
You
Apparently,
step
something's
away.
going on. It's just going to take my just
You
take
go.
me a minute.
You go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're used to breaks. We don't do breaks over here, so go do your break.
Birds.
No,
So, yeah,
I'm not sure.
that story was stolen from my friend Anna, who is not of white rice. So, how many more stories does she have to steal? If you hear a story from her, please let me know, because I know most of the stories. This is why when Roxy was on that panel, I could tell gamers the story, Amy's story, because I heard it multiple times. I knew that story like the back of my hand. That's a story you don't just fucking forget. And I'm sorry, if I were to help somebody say I love you to mommy for the very first time, I'm going to remember every detail on how I did that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes!
I'm sorry.
All right.
Well, it's not a mother story, it's a... Okay, the lady Anna is disabled, but she was in a program that was with another nonverbal autistic child. But the child did end up passing away, but the mother got to hear I love you, mommy, from that child before she passed away. And you can't take that away. That is a gift from God. Being able to, having your nonverbal child be able to say, I love you, mommy, is a gift from God.
Yeah.
And Anna worked 4.5 months with her just to get her to say, I love you, mommy. So it was, I mean, if you're gonna tell the story, make sure you elaborate on the stories. When I tell stories, like earlier today, I don't know if all of you caught it, but earlier today I did a whole entire story. What up, puppy? How you doing, son? I did a story about me being froggy. I am bipolar. I have borderline personality disorder, and let me tell you, there are days Roy is wondering what the fuck he is going to do with me.
Mm-hmm.
He was at his mommy's house. His sister brought her car to him to get it fixed. And then the mirror needed placed on mommy's car. He was supposed to be down to pick me up. I made the comment, anything before Froggy. Tracker, how many times have you heard me say that fucking sentence? Anything before Froggy. He's not listening.
Yes, I am. I'm trying to see where I can stick more fingers and toes at. And whose fingers and toes I can steal.
I'll put it to you this way. It is my number one go-to sentence. All of my friends say everything for Froggy. I say everything before Froggy. Why? Because at the end of the day, I am the least important person in this world.
Can I ask something real quick?
Yes.
I had unplugged my headphones
Yes.
on accident, right?
Yes.
And I was plugging back in. The last thing I heard was Scott doing that. He was doing this, and then he said he was trying to figure out where he could put more fingers and toes.
No.
He wants to put fingers and toes somewhere, but no. I asked him how many times have I always said anything before Froggy?
All the time.
Even my husband, he says
Put more fingers in toes.
all the time, because it is literally it's not because I want pity, it's because I will always put myself last. If Jordan or Roy need something, they get it first.
Okay, real quick.
Most of the time.
Loca, what do you mean lock in? I am locked in.
He was just looking for all the fingers and toes and where he could shove them.
Yeah. No, not shove them. Trying to so for
Yeah,
all the
didn't he?
fingers and
We all
toes
heard it.
to count as how many times she said that. Because obviously 20's not enough. Maybe if I use my hair as fingers and toes.
That would work.
Princess of the Guilty. If you're still in the chat, well, you probably are. Would you go ahead and like send Scott some info about your store, because I think he might be interested in butt plugs.
Oh, God.
What?
Hey, I do want that pickle. I might come visit you, Princess. Of Guilty Habits. I might come visit you just because I want that pickle and I want to see what else other toys you have. I heard that rose is a good sensation.
No, thank you. No,
I gotta make sure I give Tiger Lily a good time too, you know.
Now I'm gonna go back to where I left the asylum. Now, do you know that night Jen came up on my stream?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. She tried to, she's like, you need to come over there and talk to gamers on a stream. I'm like, no, I'll talk off air. I don't want to talk on air because I don't like to give out information on air.
Right.
But she kept pushing me to do it on air.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's like, well, I got to go. I was like, no, why don't you just hang out? Then
Wait,
after
do
my
you have
stream's
bad
over,
toys?
we
Yes.
can talk.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another reason. See, that's another reason why I don't delete videos, because it's there. It's in my videos.
See, I didn't know you had a video that night. I never knew she was on it. I really didn't.
If anybody knows Trucker, as well as I know Trucker, if he is pissed, you give him 3 days. What to call
No,
the...
just overnight.
No, you give your ass 3 fucking days, because it normally takes your ass 3 days to calm the fuck down totally. 1, to calm down enough so you receive reason. The second day is so you can think about all the prospects that you want to go through. And the third day is where you can have an intellectual conversation with your dumb ass. It takes 3 days.
My ass is dumb because my ass don't have no brain.
Right. So it takes 3 days when you're pissed. So for her to get up on your panel and say, you need to go do this, it just pisses you off even more. So literally, what she did was threw a monkey wrench in there and continued to fucking grind it. And
I didn't know you went streamed on your own. I know you'd done like a short or something like that where you had blamed me, which I didn't understand. Which I didn't quite understand, because I was like, Jamie was on that stream. I wasn't. I wasn't even there for it. The second one.
That short was done not long after I left.
Mhm.
It was because I didn't know who made it or what, because it was just, I just had to let it out real quick, and it was basically because of that music, how it put me down real bad.
Yeah, Scott, I'm being honest. That wasn't me. I didn't know what went on. I wasn't running the OBS that day. Jamie was. That was, it was a bad situation, and unfortunately, we didn't get a chance to really talk.
No, it just went downhill.
Yeah. So, but here's the thing. It worked out.
We're
good.
over it and everything.
Right. Yep. So, and we found out that what we thought wasn't exactly what went down.
exactly.
Yeah.
There's 2 sides to every story, and until you get to both sides together to talk, you're not going to get the truth. And It's just
I
like when you heard that I blamed stealing money on my son.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he said on your channel, dumbass said on your channel, I blamed money missing out of his account on my son, even though I did it. No, not the case. Anybody can go look.
That.
Dumbass.
No, he said that.
Yeah, he said that. Dumbass said that. Even though
Right, I was going to say.
even though
I didn't say it.
Right, you didn't say it. Dumbass said
Right.
that.
Okay. I've been called dumbass so much.
No, you're Mr. G.
I know.
Your name tag even says Mr. G. But anybody could go look. It's literally on my post. It says, "This is what we argued about. PayPal, AI something 31.97, the exact amount."
And to verify, to help those watching understand a lot, we were talking back. We did not know how Jen was. We did not know how Jamie was. Everything was taken on face value with handshake deals where we were all just trusting one another. You know, and it was because even whenever Jamie and Jen turned on each other inside the asylum, it was, what are you two arguing about?
And that's why I said when I come over there, I want everything in writing.
And that's fine, because like I said, that's it's kind of how, like,
it has to be nowadays because of them.
Right. Well, you know, Caesar got pulled up from like the audience, right?
Yep.
And I don't necessarily know that this happened on purpose or what happened. I haven't had a chance to talk to him.
None of us. He blocked
right.
me.
There was a situation on Instagram. He went to Comic-Con, did a great live stream, and he was filming the booster or the vendors. As a matter of fact, he was making some purchases. So were I. We got one of the games. We got the game today that I had ordered, the card game that we're going to debut on the Players Club at the asylum. And he started talking to the vendors that were there because they were local. It wasn't the major Comic-Con that's in LA. And they wanted to do some stuff with him. He asked me about it, and I said I didn't personally have a problem with it. You know, I'm not ever going to stop someone from their side hustles. That's not what this is about.
Right.
The problem came is because, see, I don't run our social medias. And I started getting reports that you know, questions about when did you say you were going to start working with such and such toys or such and such art? But what? Well, we're supposed to be sending someone. What? And we noticed that it got noticed. I say we, but it wasn't me because I'm still trying to figure out how to even find people on Instagram. You know, I'm a boomer.
My phone radio?
You know, I mean, so, and we noticed that Caesar had the Gamers Asylum as a handle, which it wasn't necessarily a big problem, but that they were associating that with him, and they were asking him on his side hustle in those DMs that were coming to us if he could do the graphics that I do. There are just some businesses I wouldn't, because they're federally illegal. And I've got both my kids are in the military. I wouldn't, in my son's streams, my daughters appeared on stream. Right?
You wouldn't jeopardize it.
Right. That's just something we wouldn't want to do. Now, if he wanted to do it on his own, that's fine.
Right.
Damn, you know, it's just I wouldn't want, you know, I mean, the tag, and he changed it so there wasn't an issue. you know, so we kind of came to the realization, okay, this is how we're going to do things, especially whenever you've got like Jackass telling Jen nothing they do over there is copyright protected. Everything you publish is copyright protected. The second you publish it, it's under copyright protections.
Especially if you put it behind a paywall.
Well, see, yeah, the thing also as well is you don't even need to have it behind a paywall. If you write a poem, okay, and you read it online, it is now copyright protected because it's went through publication.
Yep.
Those laws were initially written when you had to have a publisher to get things. Now we have things like YouTube and Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat and TikTok.
All of those beautiful things.
Right. And those things act as publishing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So it's protected. There's that. Whenever stuff like that came up, it was like, okay, you know what, we're going to do stuff in writing. And it was like with Jen. Here's the thing, because they like to talk about the equipment, right? The birds were so bad, I was forced to buy an expensive mic to stop the noise from behind her.
Why do you think I have such expensive mics and have to up my fucking shit so loud?
Well, I know.
Because of my dogs.
Right, you have a mic like mine. I know how, I mean, hell, when this one doesn't get used, that's a road, right? Yeah. These things, and it's because I do it down in an editing office. I've got, during the day, other people working. These mics stop everyone from hearing it. Then you've got, soundboard setups and stuff like that to come off, to try to sound professional, because, so I sent her the mic, and it was never a gift. Why would I send money to stop the birds
chirping
for her channel after she left? Doesn't quite make sense. And then
she was never really on your guys' streams that much anyways.
Here's the thing, we had a hard time with Queen Dana. Had written up a show concept that had, I believe, at least 2 seasons worth of content pre-written, especially for her, designed for her. It even featured her birds. She got sent 2 bird cams, 2 cameras that could be put in the bird cage and track the birds, and to have that play in a small corner, like when we had the Discord ducks, where it was in the small corner and you could watch the birds while she was talking about the things she wanted to talk about. She asked Queen Dana to take the first script and dumb it down 5 times. I believe at one point Dana wrote it word for word. We went into the practice studio and it sounds like her streams now. If I read the comment, to anyone that's new to me here in the stream, I'm my wife's primary caregiver, and we've been together for 24 years. To steal that story, LOL, right?
Right. It would be like me going, the investigation from May to October 2001. 4 other women were tortured and... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm reading too fast. Let me dumb it down a little bit more.
Right.
The investigate... I can't fucking read that, so goddamn.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing is, it was so emotionless that it was, and this was a show that was packed with emotion. It should have really connected with Jen.
Right.
And here's the thing, that show would have overtaken the Ain't What It Ain't podcast in views. I have no doubt about it.
Hey, Queen Dana, if you're listening, I'll do it. I can read.
The thing is, that one was so prepped towards Jen that it was like even I looked in to see if I could do it. And it was written for her. I think that there are probably only two people that I know of that could pull it off. And this is no slight against you, because like I couldn't. It would either be Jen, who it was written for, or Queen Dana, who put her experiences in it.
Ooh, yeah.
Because it's one of those shows that it's emotion based, it's heartfelt, it's experience based. And what it was is she had talked to Jen so much, she was pulling that information, saying, "Look," because here's the thing, Dana believed in Jen.
Bet you $5 I could read those stories and know exactly where they came from, though.
Yeah. Well, the thing was, a lot of those stories, like Dana had pulled from her own experience, and she's hoping Jen could connect, right? Like
You gotta have an empath to be able to do that, though. Somebody who couldn't be sympathetic with somebody else's emotions of going through that time.
Right. Well, see, the thing was that, like I said, that show, and the reason I can't say anything is because that one's Queen Dana's, and that one's her baby.
Right.
She believed in Jen so much that she was working with Jen on her own. We had Caesar timing her, working on that show. Caesar's been doing, you got to show some emotion here. You got to show, and she did one show, and it was to start out talking about, she was supposed to pick two birds and to talk about their meaning. And Dana had given her a list of 5 or 6 that would fit in that series, right? Because it was a running series. It built on itself. So you didn't want to miss an episode. And Jen spent the entire time talking about the meaning of birds, because when it came to the actual content, the meat and potatoes of that show, she wanted nothing to do with it. Now she'd talk about the birds because she could read that off. But if it was to sit and talk about, I can remember when my mom, used to set it on the, I'll use one of my stories. I remember when my grandmother used to sit out on the porch tree and snap fresh green beans, snap the ends off of them. She set in a bowl, and it'd do that, to throw it in a bowl. And it would be her friends, and they would be gossiping while they did it. And that was the daily ritual. I think we had green beans for dinner every night, and it wasn't because anyone liked them. It was because that's how my grandmother got her gossip, right? And I could sit and talk about that story and relate to it. And that's kind of the thing Jen was asked about. And it was like, you got no stories at all? With your grandmother or your mother?
Well,
you can't relate.
Going off of that, that'd be like if I were to tell the story of my last actual haircut. My last actual haircut was from my grandma. Like, I've cut in my hair, but I've never had anybody else besides myself cut my hair besides my grandma. And the last time my hair was cut by my grandma was like 3 months before she passed away. She sat me down and she cut my hair and she made it all nice and pretty, and she goes, "There you go, all pretty." And I felt just like I did back when we were little kids and we'd go get the stool and sit down and grandma would cut our hair. Like,
those days.
Shut up.
Running around town listening to everybody playing banjo and stuff.
Fucking hippie. This is me and Roy. This is me and Roy.
Roy's over there catching strays.
Well, no, see, here's the thing. Roy didn't really grow up with his family. He grew up with his family until he was like 12.
11 or 12.
And then he went to go live with a guy named Leroy.
No. Lead. His name wasn't that Roy.
Or Lee. And then at 15, he drank degreaser, and 3 men in black suits with black cars with black tinted windows took him to live on an Indian reservation until he turned 18.
Up the mountains. And up in the mountains, you got old people sitting out on the porch drinking moonshine and playing banjos and stuff.
Right. So he never and the only times he remembers being with his childhood was getting hit by a city bus in a limo. So, I mean, I like fucking with him about it.
Oh.
But that's Roy's backstory, and like, there's sympathy in it with him because, you know, he's gone through that tragedy. He's gone through all that heartbreak. And then, like, 40 years later, he finally finds his mommy. And then 6 years later, we all know what happened. And Jen didn't help that situation at all. And neither did Dumbass. Not you gamers, Dumbass.
Dumbass.
Now that we're talking about Jen.
Yeah.
Jen, if you do mysteriously somehow come across this video.
Oh, she's taking notes.
You say, oh, I got the fan on while you're smoking with the birds. Well, it don't do no good when you got the fan blowing on you. You got to put it in the window, have it blowing outside.
Well, and here's the thing.
And it still don't suck all the smoke up.
Right. She's got her ashtray sitting here, and there's a bird right next to it.
Mm-hmm.
So
she leaves those birds run free.
I know.
Birds are really sensitive to cigarette smoke. Now, like, we smoke with our dogs in the house and our cats in the house. Well, he smokes, I vape. But I have an AC right there, and I have a fan blowing that way that will pull all of the smoke that way towards my bed. So,
My dog just laid here. Hey.
I know, poor birdies.
Here's the thing. You know, I mentioned the bird cam for that show.
Yeah.
Yep.
She finally got it hooked up right, and she had to run it through her phone through an app because she could never get it set up with her PC. And she'd take her phone and she'd set it like this with the microphone because she thought, you know, everybody wanted to see the birds. But when she got it hooked up, she came in a live. I think we were doing it one of the extended live streams, like a 4 or 6 hour one. She came in. She said, "Everybody, come to the Discord because I've got the bird cam working." What the hell are you doing?
Oh, I heard that story, and I want to go wring her neck.
And so they go in, and Caesar writes me. He's like, "There's a problem." What's the problem? There's mice swarming the cage. And I was like, "What do you mean mice? A mouse?" He's like, "No, like 6 or 7. And I was like, "Tell her to take it off the Discord. Get it off now."
She didn't care.
No, she fell asleep. That's what she did. And so Dana and I we do our work on the asylum early, night, early morning, right? And we're there and we're talking and we're watching the birds. And one of the birds, there was an egg in the nest. One of the mice came in and attacked the bird and then took the egg. And we thought that bird got killed. Like Dana and I waited up all morning for Jen to wake up because we thought she would be upset. Finding the bird. Unfortunately, the bird was okay, and it was like I put it up and never put it back on again. And even though she was told that, she'd turn it on, put her phone, hold it right up there, make sure, because everybody wants to see the birds. And I was like, no, that was never supposed to be a constant thing for you. It was supposed to be during that show. You know, and it was like, I don't care. I'm an animal lover, but birds as pets, I don't.
I'll borrow her tiger. I guarantee she won't have birds, mice, her dog,
Oh, my cat.
And that was
any
the thing.
critter.
Did you hear about where you were? You reported her to.
Bitch, if I don't know your address, I sure the hell ain't sending ASPC to your fucking house, you dumb cunt.
Okay, so you know the story. But here's the thing: apparently they visited.
Dealing with seizures because I have stress-induced seizures. Gamers was going after me because of Jen's dumb ass. So stress.
Yep.
On top of Roy's mama being deathly sick. On top of Roy's mama having stage 4 bone cancer. On top of Roy having to only be home for 3 hours a day and then leaving again. And we had to make sure it was during the middle of the night. So that way his mama wouldn't know he was gone.
She woke up, I wasn't there. She was on the phone calling sisters in the same house, calling her on the phone. Where's Roy?
Right. So on top of all of this, I'm literally gonna sit here and Bernie dinner. Bitch, I don't know where you live. I don't care about you stupid birds. I will send my cats over there to eat the fucking rats with wings.
No.
Here's the thing, though. The second I saw that day, that morning, she was sent enough mouse repellents to cover a large house, and she only put them in her room.
I'm a huge animal activist. Don't matter if I will bring it in my house or not. Animals don't ask for situations they're in. Humans are literally the worst.
Oh, I agree. I'm not, like I said, I'm an animal lover, not a bird fan for pets.
Guilty. How do you? Why do you think I have 8 fucking cats in my house?
It ain't because of you.
Now, I do have a lot of birds. I got 24 birds. But
Chickens.
hold on. Out of the 24, only 2 of them that the 22 of them that feeds us.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Well, see, that's different. That's different than piling 14 birds in one room.
Yeah. We only got 2 in the house.
I'll borrow you, Tiger. I'll borrow Jen Tiger. She will not have a rat problem. She will not have a mouse problem. And she won't even have a snake problem. This cat will get rid of anything. We have literally come home from a trip gone to dead snakes in our house, dead mice in our house, dead birds in our house, live birds in our house.
I'd catch the bird, throw it back outside, and then
and don't get me wrong, we at one time for a little bit, we did had all the birds in the basement, all the chicken stuff.
Well, yeah, but because the chicken run
that was because our chicken coop and run collapsed during a major snowstorm, and we was up in Michigan when it collapsed. Luckily, at that time, it was just a run. Well, I was going to build something, just a temporary thing in the snow for them. Well, next thing you know, the coop collapsed. So we did at that time. I was like, hell with it, just get them in the basement, and then when it warms up, we'll start over building.
Right, and that's what they did. But
yep,
I'm petrified of anything that swoops over my head. You can ask him.
Hey, don't get me wrong. I'm an animal lover. I even brought rabbits that I ran over with a tractor.
He was out working on a farm, and the mama got hit with the tractor. He went and got the bunnies
The
and
babies.
the babies and brought them home, and we bottle fed them. Okay, 100%. If we see a dog or a cat or an animal on the street hurt, we're down to help it.
We have a deer. Deer.
He has fed deer. Deer love him. Okay, he is. What is that one princess that like all the animals? He's Snow White. Okay, but if you're allowing your animals to get attacked by rats, please do something about it. When we moved into this house, there was mice already here. What did we do? We went and got a cat. Cat took care of it. We have a cat that lives in our attic. We have a cat that lives under our house. We have a cat. Actually, we have many cats that live in our house. And our neighbor is complaining that she has mice and she's trying to take our cats.
Hey, Fargan, we'll have to jump down about 11:30.
Yeah.
In about 10 minutes.
I know, I just got
Well,
your
I'll be
text
listening.
message.
Yeah.
Well, I only have one more question for Mr. G.
Hmm?
Do you have any advice on how to help new YouTubers?
Be open to change. Don't give up. And be yourself. And don't be a lazy doxer.
Guilty. I have 6 cats that were outside cats that are now inside cats that love to hunt. Do you want one? I will ship you one.
And another thing, don't what with US gamers. Don't do like what I do. Don't stream every single day, because it will
Burn your ass
wear
out.
your ass out.
Yeah.
And don't
Yeah,
let anybody stop you from doing what you love. Move forward
Right.
and fuck them.
And,
I say that
and
every day.
the next piece of advice though is not everything is content.
Mm-mm.
There's a lot of people that will like. I've seen people sit and stream like the most mundane stuff, and it's if that's your content, that's your content, right? But if you're a game streamer or you're a cooking streamer, you going to buy shoes is not your content. That's the kind of thing I mean. And if you want to do variety, great, because at the asylum, we focus on that. We try to make shows that are different from each other, so that they're distinguishable. If you want variety, that is great, because if you do one thing too much, you'll get bored of that and burn out too.
And
So varieties.
that's what I do, is I do a variety, and that's why I'm called the Chaos Committee, because you never know what you're going to get. You might get a spicy Tanya, you might get a spicy Tanya, and you might just get a I'm going to kill everybody Tanya.
Or a flirting one.
Yep.
That's the spicy Tanya.
Spicy was what she meant by spicy. Trucker's grinning there. Well, what are you grinning about?
Because he loves it when I do it to his wife.
Mm.
He knows damn well I can please her better than he can.
Oh, hush it. But do I get mad about it? No. Because I know it's all for fun.
But besides that, what's your final goodbyes?
Mine's always this, right? until next time, until Froggy goes live next time. When she goes live next time, you want to make a good decision, and that good decision is to be back here when she hits that go live button. But until then,
be on Gamer's channel.
Yeah, come over to the Gamers Asylum and make some bad decisions.
All right, everyone. As that said, first off, I want to thank everyone in chat for coming out. Second of all, I want to thank gamers for coming up here. If you haven't, hit that like, share, subscribe, and also, Froggy, if you haven't got a gifted membership and you want to become a member, Froggy got that there for 99 cents, cheaper than a cup of coffee. And as well, go check out the Asylum channel and my channel, which is Lunatic Trucker. Peace out, love you. We'll see you next time.
All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this. I will be coming back full force. He's buying me a new camera. I'm gonna be a gold digger this week and beg him for a new camera. Oh shit, gamers! Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I fucking love you. Much love to you, gamers. You didn't have to do that. I hope you all enjoyed. Peace, love, and happiness. Bye bye.